How's it going, YouTube, and welcome back to some more PokeRogue. If you haven't watched the last couple of videos that I've uploaded on this game, I'd highly recommend going to watch them and coming back to this particular video, solely because this is a continuation of the run that we started a few videos ago, in fact 2 days ago to be exact. But without further ado, let's jump straight back into the run and see what we can get going. So we are now on the dojo floor, which means that we're going to be probably coming up against quite a few fighting type Pokemon. Didn't mean to not go ahead and swap out there, because fighting is weak against Fairy, Flying and Psychic, and we do have a Fletchinder that we can send out instead of our Toxtricity. So we will go ahead and send out Fletchinder, excuse me, and we will go ahead and hit Aerobatics on the Primeape, knocking that out fairly easily. So I'm pretty sure we are now at the stage of breaking our personal best record on this particular game. We are going to go ahead and potion the Fletchinder here, just so we can keep it at a fairly healthy level, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the Ability Charm, just because it's the best thing for us to grab there. Meditate is our next Pokemon in, which again will keep Fletchinder out just to get through with Aerobatics. Or Acrobatics, I keep saying Aerobatics and it's not what it's supposed to be called. And Fletchinder is now evolving into a Talonflame even, which is what we wanted from the Fletchinder in the first place. So we do now have the final evolution of this Pokemon. Linking Cord causes a certain Pokemon to evolve. I'm not sure which Pokemon that would evolve. I'm not actually sure. Let me actually look this up real quick, because my memory on that type of thing is not the greatest. So let me very quickly just go for a new window and what, because I know it's going to be something that we have in our party, but I don't know what. With Linking Cord, Alakazam, Machamp, Golem, Gengar. Do we have any of those in our party? We don't. Okay. Unless it's something that we've caught, maybe. I can't find anything that tells us. Let's have a look on here. I don't actually see excuse me, anything that has the requirement to have a Linking Cord. So I don't know if that's worth taking. Obviously, I'm probably not going to take it just because I can't find anything that needs it. But if you guys know if there's any Pokemon in our party that you're currently looking at that actually needs a Linking Cord to evolve, then by all means let me know. But I don't actually think we have anything there. I could be wrong, as I said. But we are going to take the Enigma Berry and we'll put that onto Gerda because he is our strongest Pokemon. Not switching out the Talonflame, and we'll go for Acrobatics again on the Sork. I don't know if Toxtricity has another evolution. That's the only feasible Pokemon I can think of in the top of in the back of my brain that would actually evolve from that particular item. Do we want Discharge? We could take Discharge. We've got quite a few poison type moves. Let's get rid of Acid, put Discharge on. So then we've got 2 poison and 2 electric type moves on Toxtricity now. Good is now 38, and we've got 160 from that particular floor. We are going to take the Nugget here for a bit more money. Hirayama, again, Acrobatics on that will knock it out from Talonflame. Quite a few of these Pokemon I would like to catch in the future, but for now I'm kind of just focusing on trying to get as high as I possibly can and kind of break my personal best, and then we can worry about capturing Pokemon and getting more starters further down the line. But we are getting a fair few levels on our Pokemon here, which is nice to see. We'll take X accuracy. So I think the next floor is the rival battle. This could actually be where I ended up finishing my most recent personal best. I think it was Ivy that stopped us, but I could be wrong. We have Feraligatr that's obviously water type. And with regards to that, we do have an electric type that we can bring out. But I am going to hit Fly with Talonflame to begin with. Okay, so Dive came out from a Feraligatr. We tried to be a little bit smart there and put Fly out to try and avoid the attack coming in from Feraligatr. Unfortunately, we weren't that lucky with our move. But Discharge is a very nice move to have there. We'll go with a Spark because there's no actual Pokemon there, and then we'll knock out the Feraligatr with the Spark in the next turn. Decent chunk of XP there for Toxtricity now at level 40. Wants to learn Poison Jab. So we could get rid of maybe Toxic. We'll go get rid of Toxic or Bouch. We'll get rid of Toxic. We'll keep Bouch, we'll get rid of Toxic, and we'll put on Poison Jab instead. The Owlstick levels up as well. Wants to learn Light Screen. I think that'll be a nice move for us to have. But what do we get rid of? Do we get rid of like Roleplay maybe? I think we get rid of Roleplay. And we'll learn Light Screen. Obviously we can get Memory Mushroom to get that back anyway. Reflect could be quite interesting. Reduced damage from physical attacks. I don't know if I want to have all Psychic, but I don't know if I'm going to even use Fake Out. I know it does get Flinch off the back of using it, but I think we just keep it all Psychic on Meowstic for now. Linoon also levels up, has Takedown available. I don't think I'm going to take Takedown, you know. Like, COVID's quite nice to also steal items. Not that we're using Linoon that much right now, but we're going to keep hold of the moves we have. Combee levels up, Gerda also levels up as well. Next Pokemon is Corviknight, which is Flying. So again, we can just keep out Toxtricity here, go in with a Discharge, and then finish off with a Spark. Lovely jubbly. Another couple of levels there for Toxtricity as well. Meowstic also levels up. Laloon, Combee, Gerda. All of my Pokemon are leveling up from this fight, which is nice to see. Another Water-type Pokemon, again, will Discharge into a Spark here. We'll go ahead and Bouch, actually, because there's no Pokemon there. Unfortunately, our Toxtricity does go down. So, do we have anything else that's going to be super effective against Water? The only other thing is Grass, but we don't have any actual Grass-type Pokemon. But Gerda is fighting, so technically we could put him out just to finish... I was about to say finish that off, but we didn't. But thankfully, we went into a super effective move against the Larvesta that came out against us. So Gerda does get through the Pokemon there. Hammerarm. Swings and hits with strong, heavy, fierce, slows the user's speed. Don't really think I want to lower my speed. I think I'm quite happy with Dynamic Punch, Mach Punch, Rock Slide, and Mega Kick for now. So we're not going to teach Hammerarm. Again, Memory Mushroom will come in clutch if we do want to go ahead and learn Hammerarm. So the final Pokemon is we want something that's got 100% accuracy just to get rid of the Dondozo, and we do get through Ivy at floor 55. I'm pretty sure that's our last Pokemon. I could be wrong. No, because we can't use Fling anyway because it's not implemented just yet. And we have indeed got through Ivy, so that is a bonus for us there. I think we want to revive... what do we want to revive here? Probably Talonflame, right? Because we are in the dojo. So let's revive Talonflame. Use a potion on Talonflame. And then I'm going to grab... probably a rare candy, actually. And we'll chuck that onto Gerda to get Gerda up to 45. We have a Beware, which actually is a normal type, so we can go in with a Mach Punch here. And then I will go in with a Mega Kick, followed by another Mach Punch, I think. And we could actually catch this Beware now, so I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do, or at least attempt to do. Please do not knock out my Gerda. Thank you. Stay in the Pokeball, that's lovely to see. So we're not going to put Beware in, but it is another Pokemon that is captured for us. Ooh, Aerial Ace is going to be a good move to have. So Aerial Ace confounds the target with speed, then slashes this attack and never misses. I mean, is it worth us maybe getting rid of Fly, but then Fly does get us out of a bit of a pinch. So I think Quick Attack's the thing to go here for now. As nice as it's been early on in the game, I just think it's worth us, getting rid of for now. So we are going to go ahead and Super Potion, and then I think we're going to take the Dire hit here. So we're not going to... Do we want to swap Gerda out? We're not going to swap Gerda, but we will swap Meowstic for the Talonflame. And then we are going to probably... So we've got Normal and Fighting. So Normal is obviously weak to Fighting. I'm going to try a Dynamic Punch on Beware, and then we'll go ahead and use Aerial Ace on the Hirayama. So Dynamic Punch does hit, but Gerda is very low. So I think, do we want to swap out? I don't know if I don't really want Gerda to go down, but then we do have a reasonable amount of money to revive if needed, and there's not really anything I think I want to bring in, because I don't think Meowstic really does anything for us here, because it is strong against Fighting though. So I guess we could bring the Meowstic out, and then Talonflame can just Aerial Ace onto probably the Beware. Not that it really did a lot for us, but Beware is now confused. But I am going to go ahead and Psybeam into Beware, and I will just fly with Talonflame into Hirayama. At least that way the Hirayama can't hit the Talonflame and knock it out. Obviously it can definitely hit the Meowstic, but I don't know if it's taken its attack yet. I can't actually remember. Yeah, okay, it failed. That's good. We like to see that. Fly does get us out of a pinch there. Lovely. So we don't lose any Pokemon, but we do have a fair few very low on HP, meaning we are going to have to go ahead and heal, which is fine. So we do have a free potion, but we are going to go ahead and Super Potion onto Gerda, Meowstic and Talonflame. And then I think I'm going to just Normal Potion onto the Gerda just to finish those off. So we do have a Medicham, which we are going to swap into the Talonflame for. And then we'll use Aerial Ace to go ahead and hit there. Followed by a Acrobatics just to finish off the Medicham. We could have went to try and capture it, I suppose. But I don't think we're going to be using the Medicham in this run. So it would have been a nice thing to obviously have. Oh, Hyper Potion might be worth taking here. Saves us some money. And it gets like Gerda all the way up, or even Talonflame all the way up. I think we take Talonflame all the way up. Meowstic's fine staying out, same with Talonflame. We're going to go Acrobatics into the Hirayama, plus a Psybeam into the same Pokemon. So the Detect does stop that, unfortunately, but we'll do exactly the same this time round. We do get rid of Hirayama with the Acrobatics, regardless of needing the Meowstic. So the Meowstic should hopefully divert its attack now onto Scrafty. A lot of levels just there. So it doesn't actually affect the Scrafty, because obviously it's a Dark type as a main. But it is weak against Fighting, but strong against obviously the Psychic type. So I think we will go ahead and just send out Gerda to be on the safe side. Does have Protect, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we'll go ahead and use I was about to say use a couple of moves to get rid of it. Thankfully we do end up getting through that. So we are at 59, one away from the next boss. So the Toxic Orb. Now I know that that can be potentially useful for a Pokemon that potentially is in our party. I didn't want to get a new tab, let's move that over there. What Pokemon can hold Toxic Orb in Poke-Rogue? Because there's got to be something that can hold it. So recently got it, but I don't know. Okay, so I don't want that. I think the best thing for us to do is probably to do a bit of research outside of videos for like the toxic orb and stuff. I know there's probably a Pokemon in our party that this can benefit, but what Pokemon that is, I'm not too sure right now, so I'm going to leave it for the time being. We will go ahead and Super Potion Talonflame, and then we'll take a normal potion onto Gerda there. Ooh, a Gallade would be very nice to get as a potential Pokemon for us. It's weak against Bug, Dark, and Ghost. It's good against Fighting and Poison. Do I have a Bug, Dark, or Ghost Pokemon? I have Combee, so we could try Combee out in this battle and go in with something like Bug Bite. Okay, one shot KO from a slash from Gallade isn't ideal, so we'll send out Talonflame again. We'll go with Fly just so it can avoid attacks. And I'm not sure... Okay, it's super effective, because obviously it is part fighting. But I wanted to see if Combee did any work for us. Unfortunately not, but we do get through Gallade. If I was able to keep Combee alive, I probably would have tried to catch the Gallade to potentially swap with the Meowstic. But Talonflame's knocked it out. We get everything healed up anyway, so we'll take that. Stone Edge. Do we want this? So 100% power, 8% accuracy, against 75 and 90. I think we keep... Do we keep Rock Slide? Critical hits land more easily. The accuracy is 10 less than Rock Slide, and it does have more power. The only downside right now is Gerda does have a lot of moves that are only 5 PP, but we haven't really had to use them that much, so we'll take the Stone Edge over Rock Slide here. And we have some eggs hatching, which is always nice to see. That is a shiny and a half. Holy cow, we have a Nidoran shiny. That is insane. Some buffs to its IVs as well, which is always nice. No change to speed, unfortunately. Next Pokemon is a Venipede. No change to the IVs that we've got on that. Does have Leech Life as a egg move. Next up is a Gothita. That's not a bad Pokemon. The IVs don't look amazing in terms of like special attack, special defense, and defense, but everything else looks okay. Aura Sphere being the egg move. Next Pokemon out is a Spoink. The IVs are spread out fairly well there, but it's still not great in terms of speed and max HP, but we'll take it. And Milk Drink being the egg move. We do get an EXP charm, and everything does get healed for us, so that's always nice to see. So we are back onto the plains here. Level cap has increased. We are not going to switch anything out here. We are going to fly into the Oinkledge, or however you want to pronounce it, and then we will Mach Punch the Pidgeot. I know the Pidgeot's going to be super effective against Gerda, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. So Pidgeot is super weak here, so we're going to go with probably Flame Charge into that. We should survive, I hope. Never mind. The Pidgeot is faster than our Talonflame. That's a little annoying, but never mind. Gerda does go down, but we do have enough money for Revive if we want to go with that. Do we want Flail? Probably not. Yeah, stop trying to teach it. Combee to level 40. Toxtricity is at 43. Speed has now gone up for Talonflame, which is nice to see. We'll bring out Toxtricity just to have him out. But I think we are going to go with Aerial Ace, and we will use Discharge if needed. Lovely jubbly. Oh, wow. Okay. I may have knocked out my own Pokemon now, I'm not sure. If I did, my bad. Overdrive. Do we want to use Overdrive? 80 power, 100% accuracy. It's the same as Discharge. It's better than Spark. I think we get rid of Spark in that case. But we are gaining a lot of levels here from our Pokemon, which is always nice to see. Obviously, we have to send out another Pokemon, even though it's the end of the battle, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so Dark Pulse, I probably want to potentially teach that to someone. I'm going to at least get my Girder revived on this level, and we'll Super Potion him as well. But we'll leave the Talonflame for the time being. So Dark Pulse, user releases a horrible aura imbued with dark thoughts. This may also make the target flinch. So Meowstic can learn this, and it's a different move to all of the psychic stuff it's already got, which is nice to see. I think in that case, like physical and special, like these two are going to be handy. I think it's either Psybeam or Psyshock, so I think we get rid of Psybeam and take Dark Pulse. So we now have Aqua Grunt available to fight against, coming out with a Whale Lord to start with. So it would have been better if we actually had our Talonflame available here, unfortunately. But we don't, so we have to try and make do with what we have. So I think we will go with a Dark Pulse to start with. I'm going to keep... It might be a sacrificial play, but I'm keeping Meowstic out. Okay, it wasn't as sacrificial as I thought it was going to be. It's probably going to end up dying here, though. Never mind. The light screen plus the reflect was ideal to have right there. So the Meowstic does jump up 2 levels, which is lovely. We can't use Imprison because it's not implemented, so we will just not worry about trying to teach that to a Pokemon at all. But a decent amount of levels coming in for our Pokemon here. So we have a Crawdaunt. I think we just have to sacrifice Meowstic here. I think that's the best run for us right now. So I don't want to change into something that might get one shot. So we're just going to get rid of the Meowstic. And then we will bring out Toxtricity. And we will go with an Overdrive. So obviously Toxtricity will be able to wipe this this team. The reason I kept Meowstic out is I didn't want to swap into something for it to be like one-hit KO'd. At the same time, it might have been a case that that wouldn't have happened, but I didn't want to take that chance. But Toxtricity does do the work for us there. Lovely jubbly. Gets us through another trainer battle, which is always good to see. Do we want Boom Burst? It's a normal type move. User attacks everything around it with the destructive power of a terrible explosive sound. Interesting. I'm going to get rid of Bouch because he doesn't actually have any berries on him. But we got through Aqua Grunt, which is lovely to see. Ooh, Temper Flare. It is a fire type move. I don't know if we would use it though. That's the only issue I have with that. Do I want to revive anything here? I think we leave it for now and hope we can get through the next few floors without too much issue. I kind of want to take Temper Flare for our Talonflame because I don't think it's got many fire type moves at the moment. It's got, yeah, 3 flying and 1 fire. So fly is quite nice. Acrobatics is nice, but it's only got 55 power. I think we get rid of Acrobatics and put on Temper Flare. So Barbarrel is part water, so we will keep out the Toxtricity for this, just to get through that fairly easily. Decent amount of XP again for the Toxtricity, and a nice few levels coming through for the rest of our Pokemon. Oh, we have a free revive here, so that's actually going to be very handy here because we can check that straight on Talonflame. And we now have another Aqua Grunt at 64. So we are running into quite a few of these trainers. We'll go with a discharge against the Quagsire, but apparently it doesn't affect him. That's not great. We'll bring out the Talonflame and just use Fly so we can get out of the way of any actual water type moves. This could be bad. This could be very bad. Because our main Pokemon that are good against water types have fainted. So we do have a Ice type Pokemon here. It's weak against fighting. But it does take out our Girder. This is not looking good at all right now. I think this is where this run ends, unfortunately. It's been going so well, but having Toxtricity and Talonflame go down means this fight was always going to be difficult to get through. But you never know. Our Laloon could potentially pull through, but unfortunately it doesn't. Damn, okay. I'll take that though. 64 is not too bad for me. It is my highest that I have got to so far. As I said, in that fight, the Toxtricity going down, plus I think it was a Talonflame going down as well, didn't really help our situation there. We didn't have, obviously the Talonflame, the whole reason I was going to use that, even though it is part fire, so I was going to use Fly, try and get out the way of the water type moves and then come back down and hit the opposing Pokemon. But the main reason I think we lost that fight is Toxtricity just being null and void against, I think it was Quagsire. I think that was the Pokemon that we ended up losing him to. But regardless, I'll take that run. It spanned over 3 videos, so we can't complain too much. We are learning every single day. Obviously, there are still items that I look at and go, I'm not too sure what this item does or who's good for it. So I still need to do a little bit of research into those things. But regardless of that, I am very happy with the amount of progress we're currently making in this game, both through starters, floor levels. Obviously, now having the typing sheet on my other monitor is helping me remember what I can and can't use to be effective against certain Pokemon. So regardless of that, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, rate, and subscribe to the channel for more content from myself. I'll leave links in the description down below to all my social media if you want to go and check me out on there. As I said, they'll all be down there in the description. I'm going to leave a link to both my Twitch and my TikTok as well. I'm looking to stream a fair amount over the upcoming week, but the actual main side of streams, so outside of TikTok, might actually be on YouTube rather than Twitch, just so the VODs are live on YouTube straight away and I don't have to rip them from Twitch and then obviously upload them here onto YouTube. But I'll decide on that when I do end up going live. Probably Monday will be the first stream. And also there'll be links to a couple of other channels in the description down below as well. There'll be a link to both my TCG channel and my Hobbies channel. I'll also leave a link to a channel that me and my good friend are currently in the process of bulk recording and getting ready to upload to. And there'll also be a link to a channel for my golf that I'm going to be doing with my dad as well. The last channel, the golf with my dad, I'm still doing a lot of like behind the scenes work of obviously getting the graphics stuff ready and just also getting all the bits and bobs I need to actually record that type of content. So that might not be down there for a little while. But regardless, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video and I'll see you in the next one.